It's 11 p.m. You're staring at your laptop. The screen's glowing. The tabs are open. Your phone's buzzing in your hand. But nothing's happening. You're not procrastinating. You're not being lazy. You're just done. Cooked. Mentally deep fried. Running on nothing. And here's the scary part. You've felt like this for so long. You think it's normal? This is what burnout looks like in 2025. Not crying in a corner. Not screaming into a pillow. Just sitting. Scrolling. Blanking out. Snapping at people over nothing. Forgetting why you walked into a room. Losing your train of thought mid-sentence. Feeling nothing. Not sadness. Not stress. Just that heavy gray fog of whatever. That's not a bad day. That's a brain waving a white flag. You're not tired. You're fried. You've been on autopilot for months, maybe years. Wake up, scroll, work, scroll again. Watch something while texting someone while checking 5 tabs. Crash into bed, repeat. You're overloaded with input. Notifications, headlines, messages, dopamine spikes. But somehow you're still understimulated. Your brain isn't being challenged. It's being chewed on. This is what happens when your mind is constantly on, but never really present. Being cooked doesn't look like breakdowns. It looks like forgetting what you were doing mid-task. Refreshing Instagram for the 10th time in 5 minutes, leaving 47 tabs open and reading none of them, answering a text and forgetting to hit send, losing all patience over a slow-loading app, feeling like everything is urgent but nothing really matters, sitting in silence, and reaching for your phone within 5 seconds. It's subtle, it's sneaky, and it steals your mind in slow motion. Let's be clear, this isn't laziness. This isn't weakness. This isn't a motivation problem. This is what happens when you've been stuck in survival mode for too long. The system is flooded. There's no bandwidth left. You can't focus because your brain's protecting itself. You can't finish things because everything feels overwhelming. You're not lazy. You're mentally saturated. And here's the kicker. You've gotten so used to it, you stopped questioning it. We've become terrified of silence, of sitting still, of doing nothing. Because when the noise stops, the real stuff comes up. Your thoughts, your pain, your confusion, your dreams you've ignored for years. So you keep the noise going. Scrolling, streaming, doom scrolling again. Because being with yourself, that's the scariest tab to open. But here's the truth. The longer you avoid it, the deeper you fall into the loop. None of this is an accident. The apps, the algorithms, the notifications, they're designed to hijack your attention, fragment your focus, and keep you stuck in reaction mode. Because a distracted brain is a profitable one. The more overloaded you are, the more you scroll, the more ads you see, the more predictable you become. They don't just want your time. They want your mental state. And they've been winning. You've probably noticed. You start things and never finish. You consume more than you create. You feel behind no matter how much you do. You can't remember the last time you felt clear. The cost isn't just burnout. It's disconnection. From your purpose, from your creativity, from the people you care about, from yourself. That's what being cooked really means. You've been running for so long, you forgot where you were going. So, how do you fix this? You don't. You unfix it. Not with another morning routine, not with another top 5 productivity hacks, not with another caffeine-fueled sprint. You slow down. You subtract. You get quiet. 1 hour, 1 room, 1 choice. Put the phone in another room, turn off the input, close the tabs. Not forever, just long enough to see again. See where you are, see what you want, see what you've been avoiding, because clarity isn't something you find. It's something that shows up when the noise goes away. Here's the upgrade loop. You don't need a breakthrough. You need a crack. Just one decision that puts you back in the driver's seat. Go for a walk without your phone. Finish one small task with your full attention. Write something. Sit in silence. Let your mind breathe. That one crack in the wall, it lets the light in, and the light shows you what actually matters. not what's trending, not what everyone else is doing, just your own internal compass, finally getting a signal again. Most people don't need a reset. They need a reconnection to their values, to their energy, to the version of themselves that existed before they got cooked. You don't need to be more productive. You need to be more present. Because when your mind clears, life doesn't just get easier. It makes sense again. That's when real progress begins. Not the hustle kind, the healing kind. Being cooked isn't just about being exhausted. It's about being lost. And you won't find your way back by pushing harder. You'll find it by stopping, by choosing one small moment of clarity in a world addicted to chaos. If you've been feeling blank, burnt, overloaded, you're not alone. You're not broken. You're just overdue for a reset. If this spoke to you, it means your mind is ready to come back online. Subscribe to our channel. We don't shout hustle. We whisper clarity because the life you want, it begins when the noise ends.